it.
Yeah, I was thinking helps.
Well, we got another one. If you guys are ready, I've got one kind of lined up for today.
We are ready. Hey, welcome to A Bold and Distant Future. We are a handcrafted, organic, and sustainable podcast. Please enjoy sensibly. That's my new catchphrase for the intro. I'm working on it. It's a work in progress.
Love it.
But
Yeah, don't operate any heavy mechanical equipment.
well, no kidding. Could have some problems. We're going to have a couple of surprises today, but today's June 18th, and so much was in the news. Some of it light, but some of it I find very symbolic. And I think the symbolism of the presidency and the current administration, those are such important messages. They just cut through everything else, like the green algae in the reflecting pool. It's such the swamp. It's so symbolic of the failure of Trump and the administration. So
we should drain it.
Yeah.
Have you seen that they've been pouring hydrogen peroxide in it or something to kill the algae? But it's making this blue kind of frame around the edges, and everyone's saying it looks like a Rothko, which is kind of funny. Hey, well, this happened in San Francisco on the beach. Epstein on the beach, not Einstein on the beach. Epstein on the beach. And
we need some Philip Glass music to, maybe you could edit that in.
Yeah.
Bit of a kind of Scotsy when this picture comes up.
I get worried about copyright strikes when I start putting in any music that I have not created.
Well, he's easy to imitate. You can hum something.
That's true.
So Epstein is the folder, and in blue it's files to...
Files to trials.
Oh, gotcha. Nice.
Yeah. They kind of cropped it off.
And then that folder the tab is Trump.
Right.
I can barely see that. Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah. Speaks volumes.
But still an older set of people at that event. The demographics do skew towards the elderly. I guess I'm part of the elderly now. But, so I felt happy, always positive people, friendly, kind. And it makes the news, because it's got this creative aspect to it. It always seems to get picked up by news channels. All right, you have 1 minute to guess what year this photograph was taken. Any ideas?
I'm going to go 1982.
Okay.
I'm way off, but the nascent punk movement.
Oh, it's definitely post-punk, post-new wave. I don't know who I'm looking at. Am I supposed to know?
You probably wouldn't. I don't know these people either. One or two of them might be an artist, but I wasn't able to identify. But I love the style, the hair, the clothes.
I do too. Yep. Even how they've worked out the lines of shadow on the wall to match their fashion.
Yeah. Well, here comes the answer.
All right. Wow.
1927. That's almost 100 years ago. Can you imagine?
Remarkable. Yeah.
And these were, I think some of them might have been artists, but some of them might have just been artist models at the Bauhaus school in Germany. Interesting. Yeah. Pretty ahead of their time. Hairstyles and clothing, I thought, and just attitude.
That's fascinating, yeah. Pre-fascist state where you could dress that way, yeah.
That's what led me to think about this, is this a kind of a trend of a pre-fascist authoritarian regime, that these kinds of costumes and garb is played out for some reason?
Oh, Bauhaus. I'm trying to remember. Was there somebody actually named Bauhaus?
I don't think so.
Or is that German for... Because I thought that kind of came out of the whole Frankfurt School thing.
Bauhaus was its own thing, design and art, and I think Kandinsky came out of Bauhaus, and who was the other one? Joseph Albers, maybe, and one other I can't remember. Oh, Paul Klee.
Yeah.
It wasn't fascist.
Yeah.
It was actually, I think, the opposite of fascist. It was pretty much on the left.
Oh, very much so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Innovative, open, searching for new language, new meaning.
Ugly as sin, but yeah.
You don't like Bauhaus design?
Well, compare it to other art movements. Compare it to Deco. Compare it to Art Nouveau, which preceded Bauhaus only by a number of years, number of decades maybe.
Yeah.
But Tom Wolfe wrote a book called, which I have not read, amongst the many books I haven't read, called From Bauhaus to Your House, which he decries the influence of Bauhaus and making things look much more brutalist.
Bauhaus, some of their designs have a timeless quality. Hey, this is our segment, Primary 2026.
Oh, good.
And I'm having a hard time. This is challenging for me to keep track of the elections going on and the primaries. I thought it was only Oklahoma that had their primary this last week. I may have missed a state. It may have been Georgia, too. I saw something in the news last night, but I cannot find a good centralized source of information for primaries. But Oklahoma, we know, is a very red state, and it looks like they're going to stay red just by looking at the primary numbers, which we'll see in a minute. They're going to stay pretty red, but maybe I think it's the governor challengers, maybe there's some shifting towards the blue. Here's governor. So Democrat on the left, this woman, Cindy Munson, got 129,000 votes. And then the Republican side, I think it's Mike Mazzei, only got 104, which is less, but then when all those other people peel off, I think all the votes will go back to, Genter Drummond got 105,000 votes. So, again, when they finally all get together for the real elections in November, I'm sure it'll stay red, because I think Oklahoma's like the 4th or 5th most red state in the union. So interesting to watch, just to see if there's any shifting of red to blue.
Off the top, what's the reddest state, and what are the top 5 red states, would you say?
Wyoming,
shades of red, I mean.
Wyoming is the top red state. Wyoming.
Yeah, most dire red.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have the list somewhere. I'm looking for it.
Texas probably number 2 or 3.
Wyoming.
Imagine the Gulf states are in there.
Yeah.
West Virginia, very red. North Dakota, Oklahoma again. There's 4. Idaho, Kentucky.
Oh, that's right.
Alabama, Arkansas, South Dakota, and Montana are the top 10 red states. Yeah.
Huh.
Well, here's the race for senator, and Democrats are putting up someone, Nikayla Jasmine Thomas, who got 76,000 votes. Again, there was a couple of challengers that had a lot of votes, but the main runner in the Republicans for senator is this person, Kevin Hearn. I'm not sure. He could be the incumbent. I need to look into that, but he had 267,000 votes on the Republican side, so way overwhelming. So I don't know if Democrats could take that race at all, but again, not everyone votes.
It's a long time between now and November, and a lot of things could happen. And I think the country as a whole is, I hope, is tending towards a, blue tsunami.
Yeah.
I hope so. But it seems like Oklahoma might be a Trump ride or die kind of state, But it's interesting to follow. What's the top most blue state? Do you know what that one is? What is the most blue state in the Union? Any guesses?
I wonder if it's Vermont.
Vermont is the number 1 most blue state.
Oh, good for them.
And then it goes to Massachusetts, Hawaii, Maryland, California, New York, Washington, Rhode Island, Illinois, Connecticut.
Minnesota's not on the list.
Minnesota does not make the list that I saw. I was surprised.
I'm a little surprised, too.
Yeah. I had a list of the swing states, which are the battleground. Arizona, Georgia, Michigan, Nevada, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin. Those are the battleground states.
Oh,
You guys should cross state lines and move to Nevada in a month or so you can, hit that election.
yeah.
It's a long
This
way
is
to
right from
Planet of the Apes.
Planet of the Apes. Yeah. What year did that film come out?
I want to say
jeez.
69 is my guess.
Yeah,
68,
yeah.
69.
Oh, I love this. Yeah.
I thought it was a great meme.
Yeah. That's powerful. Yeah.
Yeah, damn them all to hell.
Oh,
So-
that's right.
And then this one I thought was great.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the UFC Freedom 250, but hopefully Scooter saw some of it. Did you?
Nah.
You didn't?
I gave it a miss. I think I slept through it.
There were some things that happened there that maybe are worth talking about, but it's a symbolic event. This is certainly symbolic of, I don't know, them trying to project this warrior ethos or this. Look at this. I saw this on this is taken from my television. This is the thing, UFC at the White House, and it looks like a battle, America versus some, I don't know, olive complected terrorists on the other side. It's like a battle of good and evil with red in the background. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, not Soviet red, but more of a demonic, satanic red.
Yeah.
Wow. With
I mean-
flames. Yeah.
I mean, remember big time wrestling? They had to create these
Yeah.
sort of, villains.
Improbable characters that were villains. Yeah.
And the guy here on the American side is this kind of blonde-haired, Aryan knight versus this, Mediterranean fellow who looks sort of maybe Middle Eastern. I don't know who he is. I'm just reading into it because I do not know who any of these people are.
No, I
I
see.
think that's a good read.
I think so too.
Yeah.
And Mediterranean or Hispanic. Yeah.
Right.
Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brown. Yeah.
Not white.
Yeah.
But I was sitting there going, do I watch it? Do I not? I go, no, I'm not going to watch it. So I haven't watched a
Nor have I.
second of it.
Yeah.
I didn't research ratings. I should have done that.
That would have been interesting. Yeah. Viewership.
It looks like there's almost a flag behind the fellow on the left because there's the American flag on the right. But what is that behind him?
Well, you said it wasn't Soviet, but it kind of looks like it ought to be. It's not a hammer and sickle, but
You're right. It's the same yellow that they use on
yeah,
the flag, even though the red is different. Yeah. Wow.
that's a good. You should save that off.
Yeah. That's a good read.
Yeah. Well, this happened during the middle of the fight. Joe Rogan, there he is, bald in the middle of the ring, interviews Josh Hokett, and he said this horrible thing about Michelle Obama, claiming she's a man. In the middle,
Oh, that's been going around for years now.
I know, but just actually allow him to say that in front of the White House is just unthinkable.
And Rogan didn't counter him. If he said it, that's one thing. But if the person with the microphone doesn't counter him, that's the problem.
Yeah, just to let that have any airspace at all,
Yeah.
I find is completely kind of racist. Let's say it's racist.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
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 I think Joe Rogan fried his brain. He's a great advocate of DMT. Ayahuasca, in other words.
Now, that's not what Elon Musk takes. What is the thing Elon Musk takes that they talk about all the time? Can't remember. Another drug.
The blood of peasant children.
Now. So that was our illustrious celebration of our illustrious leader, our fearless leader. Donald Trump had his big party with his big wrestling match. And that's how that went down. It's like we all have to, everyone's like bowing to his egoism,
No matter how absurd it becomes, yeah.
Yeah.
It's one thing at the beginning where he was wielding all of that threat and power for the corporations bending their knees, but now we're just talking about almost frivolous events that no one needs to bow to.
This movie, I highly recommend this film. It's called Inside the Manosphere by this documentary filmmaker, Louis Theroux, who I have never seen any of his work before. It is not a feel-good documentary. It is it kind of makes you feel depressed afterwards. But it's, I think, vitally important to understand the manosphere and how that factors into this feeling of authoritarianism and misogyny and male chauvinism that is such a huge part of the internet culture and youth culture right now. If you dare, take a look at it. It's on Netflix.
Good. I'd love to see this because that's an area that I don't understand its manosphere at all, and its substance nor its attraction to others, except the
We all
obvious.
grew up in it. That's high school right there.
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
But it's way worse than high school. I'm telling you, it's so bad.
I don't know. My high school is pretty bad.
Watch it. If any of us watch it and want to talk about it here on the show, we can. Just let me know. Hey, I watched it. Let's talk about
Good.
it, and we'll
Yeah.
put up a few minutes to chat about it here on the program.
So where do you suppose this whole thing came from?
The manosphere.
Yeah.
I
I
think
think that's an important question. I have partial answers, but I don't have a complete answer.
I think men feel threatened and maybe humiliated by feminism or equality or something, and they can't handle it.
Men always feel insecure. That's part of being a man.
Yeah. But,
Anxiety about other men, primarily.
well, they go against women. They go against very anti-Semitic. Very.
Really?
Oh yeah. It's a dark documentary, but these people they do it just for the likes and to go viral on their channel to make money. And you watch it yourself. I don't know much about the manosphere, to be honest, other than this and a few other things I've heard from people, but it's a very eye-opening.
The whole incel thing.
Yeah.
Involuntary celibacy. As if it were something that one should be, what's the word, entitled to.
Yeah. Well, that's how they feel, these manosphere guys. Hey, this is another symbolic event that has been taking... I don't even know if the letters are off the wall yet or not. Are they still on the wall? Because it started off with people putting up scaffolding at the building. And
I understand it to be off, but now covered by a tarp.
Yes, something like that. And then what happened was people started to gather. Now it has a tarp. They started to gather there. I think Trump or whoever put up these tarps to kind of kill the symbolic moment and kill the momentum that people were feeling. Because there would be a huge celebration. There'd be 100,000 people there going, yay, watching each letter come down, But they've deprived us of that symbolic moment.
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Right. So it went overnight. It went on to the next day, but people are still visiting the tarp. But I don't think the tarp has come down.
When you were describing one letter at a time falling, I'm thinking about the breaking of the Berlin Wall and one brick at a time or one fragment of concrete at a time. People cheering.
Yeah, this is a tangible moment of Trump's decline in a way. I find it a powerful symbolic moment. That
I love this image because of how the selfie has to be in black but also camouflage.
So
That's so strange.
it just sits there.
And are those doorways that were cut into it?
I think so. There must be some fire exits they had to
Yeah.
work through. So it's going to be permanent now. Will it be up for another 2 years? Maybe. I mean, Trump is losing face on this one.
That's as powerful as the name actually coming down.
Yeah, it is. You're right. It is. As soon as you step away from the disappointment of one more time, that celebration being foiled, then you just look at it, the hollowness of the constriction, and then triumph just taking a different form, a different shape, albeit more abstract. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Beautiful point, Peter.
people should visit the tarp. Are we calling it a tarp? Visit the covering or something. There's got to be a, movement there. A
Mr.
catchphrase.
Gorbachev, tear down that tarp.
That would be great.
Nothing to see here.
Yeah, it is very Wizard of Oz. Move along, nothing to see
Yeah.
here, nothing behind the curtain. Well, a lot of symbolism this week. In this one, the green reflecting pool. Here is the guy pouring in gallons of hydrogen peroxide, trying to get that thing blue again. It's such an symbolic figuration of Trump's failures and the swamp, as you were saying before.
I was watching CBS Evening News last night too, and Tony DeCopel always has, as they do, that more positive statement at the end of the episode after beating us down with negativity. And there was a normalization that was taking place through legacy corporate media because Tony DeCopel was chronicling the other 3 or 4 times that there was algae blooms in the pool, instead of being critical and saying, no, well, when you change the color of it, that causes it. But by just saying that it's happened before, it made me think of how the right used to try to normalize historic slavery by saying our industrial slavery in the South and its inhumanity was preceded by a number of other forms of slavery that is mankind's history. And again, it's just one more insult to a thinking person when we do that.
There's a kind of nice incandescence to it. Is that the word I'm looking for, or is it iridescent? Incandescent and iridescent, I always get them confused.
Yeah, maybe iridescence. Yeah. This might be our thumbnail. Mm-hmm. Just a picture of the green.
Yeah, with the blue. I love the blue shadows, the reminders of it.
Considering Trump, I think we actually, if this is the worst he can do to the reflecting pool, we got out easy.
Yeah.
I mean, I would expect him to drain it and put up a driving range.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, or some statue of himself or something. Mm-hmm. I've never been there in person. Have you guys ever been to the reflecting pool?
Yeah, it reflects.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. It's
kind of nice.
Huge.
It is.
Right?
It's powerful.
Yeah, I've never been.
I wonder if it has anything to do with the fact that what it's reflecting is the Lincoln Memorial.
The times I've been to the reflecting pool, it wasn't able to reflect either. I guess that's only available on a sunny day with a flat, windless body of water because it never had the capacity to reflect during mine. And I've probably seen it 4 or 5 times. So
the Washington Monument is on one side reflecting, and then the Lincoln Memorial's on the other side, right?
Yes.
Right, but the Washington Monument is a little further away, and this is right across the road from the Lincoln Memorial, and should be able to see the Lincoln Memorial in the reflecting pool. And it's also where the Vietnam War Memorial is, and a few other things like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's a reflecting on several levels, not just physical, but causes you to reflect.
It does. It's very, and its size requires that of you. Yeah. All right, here we are. Wow.
Well, I put this video up thinking it was from Minnesota, but in fact I was wrong. This video, which is playing, is actually from Delaney Hall, and the protesters outside there. But this new thing, the Minnesota 5, these Minnesota 15 who have been charged with conspiracy, is similar to the people that are taking on, the activities in Delaney Hall in Newark, New Jersey, right? Any people that go up against Trump, they're seen as Antifa and un-American and coordinated violence, obstructing justice.
Yeah. This has a real 60s aspect to it, doesn't it? I mean, that could almost be like Chicago 68.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, true.
And, of course, what happened after Chicago 68 was the trial of the Chicago 7. Mm-hmm. No, originally 8, but...
That's interesting. I wonder if some kind of trial will ensue with the Minnesota 15. I mean, I've heard a couple of people already had their charges dropped. That's what I've heard, but they had to hire lawyers at great expense to go up against the federal government. But a trial would be an interesting moment, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm. It would be a lightning rod.
Mm-hmm. Yes, well stated.
Oh, that's sort of all we have for this week. Strange week of... I didn't cover anything about the G7, Trump's in Europe, and I didn't put anything about Iran and the peace deal that they're working on, the Memo of Understanding.
Is that what they're calling it, Memo of Understanding?
Yeah, a Memo of Understanding. And then, of course, the $300 billion payout they're going to give to Iran for these points that basically lose us a lot of security. So he's massively messed up that one.
Yeah, it's really interesting. It in some quarters, it's it's stated or reported as the war that was lost, and then the settlement that was required. That's fascinating. Remember the boastfulness in the first week or two?
We're going to wipe out a civilization.
Yeah, and somehow that, military firepower is the most important diplomatic tool. No, Ukraine had already established that's no longer valid. A drone can do more damage or an army of drones will do more damage than the firepower of the U.S. artillery.
I don't know, we did some pretty significant and unnecessary damage to like girls' schools and things.
True.
Yeah.
Great point.
Well, horrible.
Finally Trump says, he disagrees with Netanyahu when they're going after a guy from Hezbollah. You don't need to take out the whole building without, of course, mentioning Gaza whatsoever, right? Just because it's part of their peace plan that somehow you have to safeguard what's remaining in Lebanon all the while Gaza was utterly destroyed.
Something like 73,000 people have died in Gaza, is that right? Or is it more than that?
I think it's around that number, yeah.
Jeez, yeah.
I didn't put up the casualty tracker this week because I didn't see an increase in numbers. They were just the same. Al Jazeera did not put up a new card yet, so I wait for them. That's the one I'm following. Anyway, thank you for being here. This is kind of a depressing show in a way to this week. Kind of sad things happening in the news, but I appreciate you guys being here to get through this together as a family.
As well, it'll make our somber tone makes it now much easier to go and watch the Manosphere.
I don't know about that, but anyway, hey, thank you for being here, and thank you for anyone listening.
So we're a family?
Of sorts, I think we are.
Okay. It's like Charlie Manson.
Yeah, right. Well, let's not be a negative one.
I got all my sisters with me.
I like that song.
That's a great song.
Sister Sledge.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, thank you, Bold and Distant Future. Thanks you, and we'll see you all next time.
As well.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.